Let me tell you something. Real discipline is not about how you feel when you wake up in the morning. It's not about motivation, energy, or whether today feels like a good day or a bad day. Discipline is about a decision you made long before the feelings showed up. Because feelings will lie to you. Feelings will tell you to stay in bed, to take a break you didn't earn, to push it to tomorrow. But discipline doesn't listen to feelings. Discipline listens to purpose. Discipline says, I said I was going to do this, so I'm doing it. Tired or not, ready or not, comfortable or not. See, most people are waiting to feel inspired before they act, but disciplined people act first and let inspiration catch up later. You don't wait until you feel like working out. You work out because your body deserves strength. You don't wait until you feel like studying. You study because your future is worth the sacrifice. You don't wait until it's easy. You move because your goals are bigger than your excuses. That's what discipline looks like. It's silent, it's lonely, and most of the time nobody's clapping for it. Discipline is showing up on days when your name isn't called, when nobody's watching, when the results aren't visible yet. It's choosing the long road over the shortcut. It's understanding that comfort is expensive. It costs you your dreams. Every time you choose comfort over commitment, you're telling your goals they can wait. And the truth is, your goals don't wait. Life doesn't pause. Time keeps moving whether you're disciplined or not. You have to stop asking yourself, how do I feel today? And start asking, what needs to be done today? Because discipline is not emotional, it's intentional. It's not reactive, it's proactive. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your discipline. And when life hits you, and it will, discipline is what keeps you standing when motivation disappears. There will be days you're exhausted, days you're frustrated, days you feel like you're putting in effort and getting nothing back. Discipline says, do it anyway, because discipline understands something most people don't. Progress is often invisible before it's undeniable. The work you do in private is building something powerful in public. The repetitions nobody sees are shaping the results everybody wants. If you only do what's easy, your life will stay hard. But if you do what's hard consistently, your life will eventually get easier. Discipline is choosing pain with purpose over pain with regret. It's choosing sacrifice now so you don't have to live with excuses later. And once you master discipline, you don't need motivation chasing you. You become unstoppable because you move whether you feel like it or not. So don't wait for the mood. Move, because discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you're meant to become. Every single day, whether you realize it or not, you are making choices that are shaping your future. Not once in a while, not when it's convenient, every day. And discipline is what forces you to respect those small choices when they don't feel important. People love to talk about big breakthroughs, big moments, big wins, but your life is not built in big moments. Your life is built in habits, quiet habits, repetitive habits, unsexy habits, and discipline is what keeps you faithful to those habits when they feel boring. See, everybody wants a better life, but not everybody wants a better routine. You want growth, but you don't want structure. You want success, but you don't want consistency. Discipline understands that what you do daily is more powerful than what you do occasionally. One workout won't change your body. One good day won't change your life. But disciplined habits repeated over time will transform everything. Every time you wake up early instead of hitting snooze, you're voting for the future you say you want. Every time you choose to focus instead of procrastinate, you're casting a vote. Every time you say no to distractions and yes to discipline, you're reinforcing an identity. And eventually those votes add up. You don't just get results, you become a different person, a stronger person. a more focused person, a more disciplined person. The problem is, most people quit too early because they don't see immediate results. They say, "I've been working hard for weeks. Why hasn't anything changed?" Discipline answers that question clearly, because real change compounds quietly. Just like interest in a bank account, habits grow when nobody's watching. And if you're undisciplined with the small things, you will never be trusted with the big things. Life promotes consistency, not intensity. You can't dominate your future while being careless with your present. What you eat, what you watch, what you listen to, how you speak to yourself, how you manage your time, these are not small things. They are shaping your mindset and your momentum. Discipline means you stop living randomly and start living deliberately. You don't just react to the day, you command the day. And listen closely, discipline doesn't just create success, it creates confidence. When you keep promises to yourself, you start trusting yourself. When you trust yourself, you stop looking for validation from the world. You walk different, you talk different, you show up different. That confidence isn't loud, it's earned. It comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you will do what you said you would do. So don't underestimate the power of today. Today is training you for tomorrow. The habits you practice now are preparing you for opportunities you haven't seen yet. Stay disciplined in the small things long enough, and one day you'll wake up living the life others only talked about. Everybody wants the reward, but not everybody wants the responsibility. Everybody loves to talk about their dreams, their goals, their potential. But discipline is what exposes whether you're serious or just speaking out loud. Because when the excitement fades, when the crowd disappears, when the process gets uncomfortable, discipline is the only thing left in the room. That's when talkers separate from finishers. See, starting is easy. Anybody can start when it feels good, when the vision is fresh, when people are cheering. But discipline shows up after the novelty wears off. Discipline shows up when the alarm goes off and your body says no. Discipline shows up when progress is slow and doubt starts whispering in your ear. That's where most people quit, not because they can't do it, but because they never trained themselves to stay disciplined when it got hard. You don't lose in the beginning, you lose in the middle. You lose when the work stops being exciting and starts being repetitive. When the grind feels thankless, when you're putting in effort and still not getting the recognition. Discipline says, "I'm not here for applause. I'm here for results." Finishers understand that consistency outperforms talent when talent refuses to stay disciplined. There are gifted people everywhere, gifted and broke, gifted and frustrated, gifted and stuck. Why? Because gift without discipline is just wasted potential. Discipline is what turns talent into skill, dreams into plans, and plans into results. It's what keeps you going when motivation runs out and emotions start making excuses. You don't need more hype. You need more discipline, and let me be clear. Finishers don't always feel confident. They don't always feel strong, but they are disciplined enough to move anyway. They understand that quitting is a habit too, and they refuse to practice it. Every time you push through when it's uncomfortable, you build mental toughness. You build stamina. You build proof that you are not who you used to be. Discipline also teaches you patience. It reminds you that success is a process, not an event. You don't wake up one day transformed. You earn it day by day, step by step, rep by rep. Finishers respect the process even when the process doesn't respect their feelings. And when you stay disciplined long enough, something powerful happens. People stop questioning your ability and start recognizing your consistency. You don't have to announce your progress. Your results speak for you. That's the difference. Talkers make noise. Finishers make impact. So don't just start strong, stay disciplined enough to finish stronger. Discipline is not just about showing up, it's about staying committed long enough for the results to show. Most people give up too soon because they expect instant recognition, immediate reward, or a visible change. But success doesn't announce itself early. It whispers first, then gradually grows louder until one day it roars. Discipline is what allows you to keep going when the world hasn't yet noticed your effort, when nobody is applauding, and when the results seem invisible. You have to understand something. Life rewards patience combined with persistence. Every step you take, every sacrifice you make, every uncomfortable decision you honor is silently building the future you want. The grind is quiet. It doesn't demand attention. But when you stay disciplined long enough, your work begins to speak louder than words ever could. You'll look back and realize that all those early mornings, late nights, and moments when you pushed through doubt were not wasted. They were investments. Discipline also teaches you humility. It reminds you that the journey is longer than your ego wants it to be. You may not see immediate results, but that's the point. Discipline is about trusting the process, believing that consistency compounds into extraordinary outcomes. It's about being faithful to your commitment even when nobody is watching. And when you finally reach that point where results are undeniable, you'll see that the struggle was necessary to earn the success. The truth is, people often quit because they can't see progress. But discipline keeps you moving through that invisible phase. It builds resilience, patience, and confidence. Every time you resist shortcuts, every time you choose the harder right over the easier wrong, you're training yourself to become someone who can handle success when it comes. Because success is not just about talent, it's about endurance, and endurance is built through disciplined action over time. If you want your results to speak, you must be willing to work when it's hard, when it's lonely, when it's inconvenient. Don't chase applause, chase consistency. Don't wait for recognition, earn it silently. And remember, the life you want is not delivered in a moment. It's built day by day, action by action, decision by decision. Stay disciplined long enough, and one day your work will introduce you before you ever have to say a word.